What a full day. A good night's sleep is basically guaranteed.
This view hasn't changed at all. The hometown in your memories never changes. But when you return to your senses, you realize that fate has already stolen the time away. Welcome to the Trail of Genesis, friend. Seems like the weight of memories from 30 million cycles really made me grow up. But if I keep growing, I might be taller than you, right? Then I'm... Before you arrived, I kept wondering, beyond... I can see fragments of it when I close... Some turning into pillars of the world, supporting the sky and the ocean. Death and strife are no longer feared by people. And all beings living ordinary and peaceful lives. There's no black tide, no flame chase, and no destruction. Like a happy and carefree childhood, the era Chrysia in this cycle will last for millennia. Light calendar 4931, month of freedom. Are you ready to answer the call of the world, friend? Then go, and pen the Throne of Worlds' first stroke. For this world, made from...
You say that, but it's gonna be ages till we reach light calendar 4931. I can make use of the crevices of time. But surely you and Don Hung won't have to wait around for a few thousand years.
That won't be necessary. We can...
That's right. We've both become a part of the new world.
Our consciousnesses can converse with each other across the heavens and the earth. I am now connected with this earth. And I see that the tallest among them is named Akama.
In other words, your stage is almost set.
But we're not the only ones. The chronocognitive anchor just transmitted a message stating that Iron Tomb.
The moment when our friend bore the weight of 30 million cycles of memories.
Was probably also when the scepter devoured 30 million cycles.
You know, after someone boards the Express, the word alone ceases to exist. Don Hung and I came here to specifically tell you that.
Remember, this world is not a burden you bear alone. It's a journey we trailblaze together.
All right. It's time for Don Hung and me to go have a super long nap.
The road ahead is long, but we'll be waiting for you at the end.
We'll definitely meet again.
Let's take one more look at the other side of the sea before we... ArigaYuxiii is so quiet.
Just like how I remember.
Here we are once more. The scent of the black tide. At last.
It's first end, and the final end, right? I can't hear his voice. There are no flowers there that bloom. Feinen is the only. Look, the golden light that shone upon the grove still meanders between heaven and earth. It has to be a sign he left behind. Do you still remember what I asked you at this exact spot? Friend, are you ready to become a hero? You were still burdened by the weight of world-bearing back then. Still, the heroes of legends were just at the right place at the right time when the world needed it. Just like how your arrival kickstarted a person's personality is... we best. Thank you, friend. After all, before we truly compose the end of this... and face a memory that I have forgotten for too long.
It's so dark. What is this place?
The great tomb of the Nameless Titan. Also, the place. My apologies, friend. The more memories, there's a sort of anxiety I can't get rid of. But I finally get it now. Look, friend. The words on that wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. That rhymeless tune is the lullaby of little fairies. As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. I've always thought that I was the narrator of the Flame Chase journey, but as it turns out, is also the most devoted audience. That's pretty forward of you, you know. Still, thank you, friend. At the moment of Era Nova, I was enveloped by the texture of memories, as well as countless versions of me. This is the final puzzle piece of the memories. A prison born of the erudition. A grave annihilated in the destruction. That unknown solitary god. The 13th Titan who should not exist. The first new spore. The Demi-Earth.
The interrogation records have been submitted to the Marshal. According to the Ten Lords' decree, Jing Liu and Luocha shall continue to be detained in the Shuling. But you, Merlin's Claw, have been reluctant to end the transmission. Or is there something else on your mind that you're just desperate to get out?
You're quite calm, Jing Yuan. The Alliance only authorized the law food to be deployed for this Iron Tomb operation. They say the Seer strategist's wisdom shines like a beacon. Look who's talking. But, with enemies all around us, even a child knows the Marshal needs to keep a few Xianzhou ships, and whoever volunteers first is the Marshal's pick. If you have to ask, I'd say this outcome plays right into Jing Yuan's hand. Like it or not, there's no way we're letting the law food take the lead in this battle.
Oh my. Merlin's Claw. Are you afraid the law?
This is no laughing matter. Between the Stellaron crisis and the war dance ceremony, with Elder Hua Yan around, those with ulterior motives won't be able to stir up any trouble. With the kind of person Jing Liu is, and her connection to you...
You're overthinking it, General Fei Shao. Well, the Law Fu will seize the Golden Blood and redeem itself. That'll be our first move. Look, if this were a Skyfaring Commission deal...
Maybe the Divine Foresight should change his name to the Optimistic General instead.
With the Decalite Reflection Barrier, the Yuxiii must understand even more than the Law Fu how Amphorius' karma has vanished from the matrix of prescience. What omen does General Yao Guang see in this anomaly?
In divination studies, we call this an empty fortune.
Your explanation isn't any clearer than Lady...
Come on. How for the Cobalt Head? The emergence of Iron Tomb is a calculated instant, but I don't believe they will just sit around waiting for death. And for the powers of the cosmos, this is their chance at survival. And the key to turning the tide of interstellar affairs.
There are even divisions within the Alliance. Jing Yuan, I crossed paths with Selenova's Legion at the Battle of Sedunirama Star Cluster. Be extremely careful. The Ruined Legion's troops and weaponry are nothing to write home about. Indeed. Nanook's emanators are also their weapons to burn down the paths. My assessment is this. To completely take down a Ravager, one wrong move, and the Lawfu will fall into Fintilia's trap again.
Doubt is exactly the demon she wants to plant in our hearts. Do you still remember the beginning of the Alliance Oath? The Rainbow's arrows have always aimed at any force that threatens the cosmos. Now that I just hope those on the front line will remain safe.
The chronocognitive anchor is sending a signal.
Did he and the others make it?
Let me go over the plan one more time, just in case. You'll enter Amphorius, reunite with your 3 separated companions, and try. Who are you taking with you?
The fate of the universe hangs in the balance. We can't afford any slip-ups. I suggest...
We do need to be prepared for all possible contingencies.
I'll do whatever I can.
Meanwhile, Screwy and I will continue attacking the Demiurge Matrix. That is, the Scepter's kernel, from the outside. With our 2-pronged attack, we'll turn this hunk of metal into scrap for sure. Oh, and just like that...
Sorry to keep you waiting. With Planet Screwlum's help, the formation of the Cosmic Alliance to counter Iron Tomb is progressing smoothly.
The cosmos has set its sights on Amphorius.
Well then, let's not waste any more time, Fourth Mirror.
It's my time to shine! Finally off the bench! Initiating thought refraction. Please read the safety protocols carefully.
Huh?
Just kidding! I've already checked the agreement box for everyone. And now, destination? Amphorius. 3, 2, 1, launch!
The flow of Memoria is so heavy here, unlike Panagoni's dreamscape. This place has built up a true epic measured in millennia.
The vortex of Genesis, where all the infinite cycles have been broken.
Let's set up the Trailblaze beacon and establish contact with the outside world.
I'll leave it to you then. It'd be better, and Mr. Sunday.
Agreed.
The Astral Express has landed. If you receive this message, please respond immediately.
This is the Cianjo Alliance. Communications normal.
Interastral Peace Corporation. Communications normal. A response from the Galaxy Rangers. Not surprising.
That's a pretty blatant disregard from the family for Penacony's independent director, I'd say.
It's been quite a while, Madam Jade.
The significance of this battle rivals that of the campaign against Sulo. The 10 Stonehearts shall spare no effort for such a grand mission for the preservation.
Madam Jade led the Intelligentsia Guild in conducting specialized research on Iron Tomb's past activities. The bad news is, the collapse of the Erudition won't just affect an organic being.
You mean Iron Tomb can infect organic life, too?
Well, the good news is, so far, it's its effects on organic life are under control. The infection progresses slowly, and the resulting neuropathy is non-fatal. In any case, the IPC can guarantee targeted vaccine coverage within 48 system hours in all—
What about other star zones? At a time like this, are the followers of—
I remember you, Master Diviner. Your performance during the Third Denizens of Abundance War was quite impressive. Please rest assured, all worlds can purchase vaccines from the IPC with a humanitarian discount. If the Xianzhou Alliance is willing to assist with the IPC's assets in Epsilon and other star systems.
It makes sense, since Interracial Peace Entertainment's headquarters is in a place that the Elation has visited.
Think of it as a long-term investment. Please, having some assistance from the Alliance would surely benefit the entire cosmos.
As an old Xianzhou saying goes, those who succeed should help all under heaven. Your proposal must be decided on in times of crisis. The Luofu will not hesitate to help those in need.
Of course. In the name of preservation.
Thank you all for your selfless dedication.
It's clear that each party still has qualms about everything.
The clash between destruction and erudition isn't just about the fate of the cosmos. It's a moment for all factions to reshuffle their cards.
You can never be too careful when battling a Lord Ravager. All are equal in matters of life and death.
In any case, we can only hope it's about time we dive into the vortex and see what it... I wonder where he and the others are right now.
Hello? How's the signal? Can you hear?
Ah, we're through! I can see the—
Miss Bronya? Miss Serval?
We've already heard from Miss Topaz about the Iron Tomb operation. She made a special trip to deliver the vaccine to Belobog. I can't believe the Express crew is at the eye of that storm.
Don't worry, we're still following the plans.
Yuxiii 6 is located on the outskirts of the preservation barricade. While it won't bear the brunt of the first wave, there's still a— That kid Japard and Pela are busy organizing the Silvermane Guards, having them consolidate their lines and dig trenches. That would be unnecessary. It'll only—
Miss Bronya, I'm afraid this disaster will be far more terrible than you can imagine.
Of course. We have resealed most of the engine of creation beneath the ice to prevent the will of the preservation from becoming an accomplice to the destruction.
Don't worry, Miss Himiko. Belobog is far more resilient than we imagined.
We really wish we could help. But Yuxiii 6 has owned the Astral Express, standing at the forefront of
In the face of a massive catastrophe like this one, relatively smaller but that's
If anything goes wrong...
No problem. Also, didn't the Xianzhou sign a friendship agreement with Yuxiii 6 or—
I appreciate your kindness, everyone. But you—
Miss Bronya. May all civilizations that have made it this far on their own strength weather this crisis together.
Good news, Miss Himiko. The 7 Arbiter Generals have reconsidered the current situation, and I'm here to relay their message.
Words cannot express our gratitude.
The Luofu already considers the Express an important ally. We also have no intention of hiding the fact that there is indeed something the Xianzhou seeks from this Iron Tomb operation. But this time, the Marshal herself decided to send out troops. If we can stand together with civilizations across the universe to overcome this crisis.
The Alliance truly embodies the principle of righteousness.
You're too kind. As for that Jade Abacus of Allying Oath,
I regret to inform you, Miss Himiko, that even the Strategic Investment Department is constrained when it comes to the Iron Tomb issue. However, Madam Jade instructed us to look after our nameless friends as much as possible. Other departments at the IBC might also take this opportunity to extend an olive branch to you when that time comes. I hope the Astral Express will remember that the 10 Stonehearts were willing to stand with the Trailblaze, even though we were in a difficult position. Sounds like a threat, doesn't it?
Has the internal conflict within the IPC really gotten this bad?
Everyone knows about the bad blood between Diamond and Oswaldo, until the Lord Ravager Archforger caught the board's attention.
I understand. Our immediate priority is to address the Iron Tomb crisis. Of course, we would never know the Ranger's comings and go. Yes?
Yes. I apologize for not on behalf of the Penaconian family branch. I extend my sincerest apologies.
I've heard about the internal conflicts within the family.
Thank you for understanding. The good news is, since you're one of my charitable foundation will also do as much as possible to provide support in this battle.
Miss Robin, I'm beyond moved by your spirit of self-sacrifice.
Why is...
Everything in Akama seems normal. The new...
It seems it was even more recent than not long ago.
The fruit on the table is freshly cut, and the bath temperature is just right. It's as if everyone vanished.
Could this be?
Unlikely. He's still under the surveillance of those two geniuses. Could it be some kind of local custom?
A custom? Pardon my frankness, Mr. Yang, but this reminds me of some unsettling rumors about the Harmony.
Is often the prelude to divine in...
Everyone, be careful.
Here they come! Here they come!
Evernight? How is this possible?
We are the chroniclers of time, and we do not fade away. Finally, the last era Nova has been completed.
What did you do to the residents of the Holy City and the three...
I didn't need to do anything. The remembrance will ultimately become the substance of the new world. Now, they are no longer the trailblazers, the 12 titans who guard Amphorius.
Stop fooling around, March.
What? I practiced so long for this. Getting seen through right away is just so embarrassing.
You've obviously been learning from the theatrical culture in Amphorius.
But if possible, I'd prefer our reunion to be a bit more casual and laid back.
As expected. I can't, well, long time.
We should be the ones to say that. So, these jellyfish are the Titan's power?
They're just tiny manifestations of the Veil of Evernight, used for scouting and communication. Thanks to him, we all turned into Titans in the new world. Sure, we can...
How intriguing.
It can't be a raccoon with...
Please don't add weird stuff to Amphorius's lore. Just go see it with your own eyes. He looks way more majestic now than he...
Unbelievable. All the rest...
This isn't just a gathering. It's a pilgrimage.
That colossal deity is him. He has...
Surprisingly authentic.
Those people didn't disappear. Instead, they've answered the our good buddy now bears the weight of the entire world. And every breath they take is intertwined with Amphorius's destiny.
Awakening? Has he...
Yeah. After all, with such a huge time watches over yesterday. Earth guards today. And when the turn then... Come on, everyone. Watch how the world-bearing prophecy...
It seems the kids are already miles ahead of us at this stop.
All the more reason we can't afford to slow down our pace. Let's go witness this moment for ourselves.
Majestic. Speaking of which, I once caught a glimpse in Sleepyhead's memory of him transformed into a towering Tatalov. Could it be?
No way! That was just a nice dreamscape. At least nice for him.
They are the throne of worlds who bears the weight of this world. Perhaps they could guide a traveler
Citizens, behold! Our last Titan! The world-bearing deliverer! Oh, ancient god! Your loyal subjects, bewildered followers, and fearless comrades in arms have all awaken from your eternal slumber and bestow upon the world your divine prophecy!
Please guide us! Show us how to embrace this beloved world as we welcome that distant dawn!
to walk the path of a mortal as a god.
He will give us the answer.
But I am not the Rather, I am the Nameless, who dwells among mortals.
That voice is definitely him.
I heard your prayers. The core flames flickered and dimmed, and the age of the gods met its end. So flow, golden blood, flow. I'll bestow it upon you, returning it to the true masters of this world. Stand with me and become heroes.
Is this?
Yes. It's the miracle he brought to Amphorius. Of course, it would manifest in the form of the Trailblaze.
Golden blood, raining down like a storm. The prophecy has descended, and the Titan commands us not to be supplicants,
but to become heroes of rebellion, to face that destined calamity.
Prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. Someone like all of you, in the name of Kazlana, let us depart and march towards the light.
It's neither protection nor salvation. There's no need for totems or myths. Humanity's most primal faith is that instinct named survival.
Let's go, everyone. Someone has already sounded the horn of departure. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. Together, let us blaze a trail for the destiny of this world.
Is it just me, or does this Demiurge Matrix feel completely dead? It's nothing like how the Memo Keeper described it.
The environmental readings are all wrong. Conclusion: this must be what the kernel actually looks like in the real world.
What did Xandar do to the scepter?
At the end of light, there must be silence. Certain, pure, and absolute darkness.
Not the time to quote the Lord of Silence. Bad omen. Either way, we have to press on. Until we uncover the truth behind the 13th Titan.
The buried past is the key to stopping Iron Tomb. That is, if it even exists.
Xandar says the Demiurge never existed. Who actually buys that? You can erase the records, but not the truth. It vanished too cleanly. No traces. Like someone's yelling, "Look, there's nothing here." Too bad I'm the type who can't resist digging deeper. Looks like I'll be counting on you again, Screwy. Let's...
Always happy to help. But as your academic partner, Herta, what if we fail? Let's say the Demiurge really doesn't exist. Do you have a backup plan?
A backup plan? Of course. We turn the lock into the key.
That plan's cost is incalculable.
Huh? Then let's hope we never have to use it. There's no point worrying about the end just yet. One step at a time. Let's go. We don't want... You brought what I asked for, right?
butterfly has to land on the branch before it can dance.
Just use that thing over there, Zag. What a dumb name. I hereby rename it Herta's Big Hand. Precious treasure to make its debut.
Just give me a second. Target initialized. With these wings, hacking should be much more efficient.
Oh, a classic nuclear heat engine. Classy choice.
Just a personal preference.
Every flower in your garden's got a bit of poison.
Also a personal preference.
It reminds me of the last time when we tangled with that Punklorian brat. What did she call this kind of thing? But yours is way too clean. Not even—
Herta, your tone is unusually emotional. Suggestion. Let's get back to the topic.
I thought we were done with that conversation.
Unfortunately, current conditions won't let me ignore any variables. This Iron Tomb never stops. It is evolving faster than any of our worst every instant in the Eon's calculation is like a sword hanging over the cosmos.
Which is exactly why we can't mess this. And now, Droidhead wants to hand down judgment to the poor cosmos again. Border Star Trade War, Emperor's War, Rupert's death.
But in this ultimate battle of erudition, you and I are supposed to be players, not pawns. If you choose to burn yourself out as a resource, then everything we've worked for means nothing. Herta, the cosmos won't just stand by and let a genius throw their life away. And neither will I.
No need to kill the mood. This is why we're here, isn't it? We need to find the Demiurge and that lost key. I'm not here to be a deliverer. I just want to beat Xandar and Droidhead. Right now, I just need to know. Are you with me?
Of course. Time to board. After you.
Let's tidy this place up and see what this Demiurge really is. Let's hope this Matrix is better organized than the Emperor's junkyard of a birthday.
This whole space has been completely tainted by some kind of energy.
I see it too. We're thinking the same thing. Xandar, how could you go this far? Turning your own graveyard into this. What's that up ahead?
Katorzane algebraic expressions. It's...
So basically, the door to the tomb, right? Let's find the handle.
I'm picking up multiple independent signals with the same data structure as the barrier. Projection. We can hack the terminal, reverse the computation, and turn it into an attack.
Classic move. Use their own systems against them. Take us to the nearest one. Almost no response. Just as I feared. Not promising.
The output is barely a third of what we need. Logic says we'll need multiple terminals to coordinate.
Find anything else?
Regarding the origin of these ruins, but I did find some interesting scars. High energy radiation.
Skip the science talk, Screwy. That thing? A Stellaron.
Exactly. Xander blew one up.
So that's what he meant by killed that Titan with my own hands. He wanted to turn the neuron of the erudition into a relay for the destruction. The life form known as the Demiurge was the original.
It makes sense. Evernight calling it the first new spore confirms this viewpoint. The prime mover of life. That's what Scepter Delta ME-13 was originally. Then, does this mean?
No, I'd say it means Xandar had no control. He couldn't contain the Demiurge just like he couldn't handle Droidhead. But he failed. It's, by the way, if there's another Stellaron in Emporius, why hasn't that little one reacted to it at all?
You said the Demiurge left a trace, right?
Yeah, but not in the real world. Remember the great tomb of the Nameless Titan? Archive 466. The data from Philiet 093.
Inside that world, it would have Evernight said the opposite. The Nameless Titan never existed.
A mimetic entity full of theatrics.
The Remembrance's behavior is certainly odd.
And that's the key, Screwy. Xandar's actions prove the Demiurge exists. So we have to assume that both are true.
The truth.
Exactly. One last terminal. One final. Xandar had to lie. to the original Finan and Cyrene.
Logic. He had already identified the remembrance as a threat, yet found no viable way to eliminate it.
Alright, let's finish this. Time to break through that barrier.
Operation authorized. The remembrance... 0.
What's going on?
Cause unknown.
That shouldn't be possible. Could it be that the Era Nova exhausted all of the remembrance's texture? Log it for now. The dots still aren't connecting.
It's advised to remain vigilant. The destruction's levels are still rising.
What's the matter?
Interesting. I just picked up a signal from the exo.
force is unlike anything I've felt before.
Correct. Judging by its defensive properties.
Didn't expect that. Then again, never doubt a dead man's resolve.
He severed part of his neural pathways to break free from Lord Anaxagoras' control. But that also triggered the failsafe I set.
So now he's a Spectre. Let's screwy. Can you open a path?
Logic. Scanning his inspiration circuit might help us track down the Demiurge.
Exactly. His brain is the
But it could be a...
That's why you're here. 2-on-1. We've never lost a matchup.
I'm honored. The chronocognitive anchor's in place.
I knew it. He's not here.
The coordinates are accurate. However, his position is shifting rapidly and chaotically.
It's his domain. Cheap trick. We're back.
Reverse engineering complete. The logs show Lycurgus. The chronocognitive anchor can't get a fix because at the system level, Lygus no longer exists.
So he's stopped resisting?
Before vanishing, it seems he left one last message.
To those who follow, all is proven.
Melodramatic.
He was expecting us. And once he learned of the Great Tomb's existence...
Guess he wants a final showdown.
To be in the purest light is to be in the purest dark.
The Scepter's main brain.
Unfortunately, we still haven't found anything.
Really? I don't think so.
Please elaborate.
If the Demiurge was destroyed, there'd be at least some bits of it left. As I said before, its disappearance is too clean. Or we can look at it from another perspective.
There is the possibility that he's naturally meticulous and hates variables.
That does track with the impression he gave about himself. Choosing to act, even if it will cost him dearly. The unknown is right in front of us.
You sound pretty convinced. Care to share?
Of course. Though I don't have hard proof, I'm almost that the Demiurge has been in everyone's plain sight. They were mistaken for someone else. That'd make the most sense. Why was the room empty? But they were weak and small, and...
Which also means there's a high chance that their powers are minuscule and cannot alter the outcome of the battle.
Well, at least Xandar... Come on, it's time to confront him.
Results. Your backup plan has a success rate infinitesimally close to 0.
Which means it could work, no?
This is the place below the tombstone.
Let's open Lygus's coffin like he wanted. Looks like you were right. Nothing but a head left? All this tombstone and final words.
Iron Tomb is already... I remain here only to share the joy of discovery and the conclusion.
End this charade already. That Amphorius's heart you're talking about, and its corresponding vessel, was this very scepter. That's why you either killed or kicked out all of the Memo Snatchers. You wanted to eliminate any...
Even the strongest wall can fall to a single crack. Now, the perfect vessel has already fused.
Unfortunately for you.
As we reveal the truth behind Philia 093's disappearance.
But where should I start with the story about me? From the beginning of the universe? Just kidding. That would... So little that it started with a seed. I know you're listening, my good friend. The god in my dream told me that the world sprouted from a seed. It grew into a great tree named Amphorius, and time became its branches and leaves. What a coincidence. Dappled light coming through the leaves is my first memory as well. The daughter of ArigaYuxiii quietly came into this world. What a moving opening. A loud cry was the first gift the child gave to the world. The prophecies fulfilled, the villagers say. Pink hair and sharp ears. She was born to be the priest of time. The Titans also gave their blessings. You shall fade when the flowers bloom, for flowers will bloom and wilt. Cry loud, child. Anyway... Time quietly flowed by, and the wind from my hometown caressed the ears of wheat, and there was... But the name ArigaYuxiii came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods. My childhood friend did not understand. Why was I like that then? The world was gentle to me. But fate was fickle. Just like how the crumbling world, just as the ballad blown on the breeze. Oh, whose ears are pricked up now? You know that the story starts to deviate from here. The hero's journey crosses through the long night.
Correction. Philia 093's record.
Hi. Miss me yet? I'm just messing with you. And it looks like it'll also be the last.
Philia 0...
Since we don't have all day, let's get started, shall we? As always, I'll read this book to you. That way it won't just be Cyrene's memories alone. Where should I start this time? Let me see.
Formatting complete. 0. Size. Great outputting analysis result.
Philia... Peach's record.
Query.
Electrical signal sequence. Polymer 600.
Related to. Comment.
Electrical signal sequence.
Related to. Comment.
Electrical signal.
Related to.
Looks like it's time to say goodbye.
Bye. Peach.
Before I was even aware of it, this book had already recorded too many emotions.
Conclusion. Books are meant to be liked.
I have started to feel uneasy whenever I take it into my hand.
Peach. Uneasy?
Formatting progress.
How many times has it been? Faithful
conclusion.
If I can only write the same ending every time I lift my pen, just an overly naive...
Peach.
Formatting progress.
Peach. Don't cry.
Process error. Process error.
Comment.
Process error.
Really?
Peach. Record.
I'm suddenly reminded of my childhood for some reason. A little fairy popped out. Just like how you did. Let me tell you the story of the Membrance Maze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti.
Formatting complete.
By Peach Note. Little Peach. Say. Little fairies.
You never say anything, but I know you're listening. It's like a little key that opened a door in your heart.
Me! Little fairies!
Once again, the saga comes to an end.
Shh. You speak this time, too.
Now that I look back, there was a period when I got
sentimental. Stories.
I was so anxious.
Peach.
But I won't do that anymore now.
Why? Unhappy.
Formatting progress.
I'm here. Don't be scared.
Process error.
Won't allow it. Always. Sitting together.
No need to feel sorry for me if there are no new blank spaces.
Blank spaces?
I'm actually really lucky, you know? Isn't that
not enough? Not Peach. Don't leave.
Now I can rest in peace in the past. I'll have to ask the next Cyrene to continue our watch.
Peach.
If there are no new blank spaces...
Needs new blank spaces. Next, Cyrene has blank space. Oh, Peach, don't be scared. Cyrene is Peach, is love. So, first there is love, then there is Cyrene, then there is blank space. Query, love.
The developmental trends of the erudition have not having a consciousness means not having the bond.
Consciousness. Query.
What could be behind this door? Glittering crystal? If I tell you all the stories of tomorrow, will I be able to finally welcome the Deliverer and Emphorius' dawn in the next life?
Key. Door. Story. Happy. Peach. Cyrene. Yes. Query. Memory. Wow. Peaches. Memories.
The prophecy's fulfilled.
Pink hair and those ears.
Cyrene has pink hair. Sharp ear.
You shall fade when the flowers bloom.
Cry, child.
Cyrene is easy.
Anyway, I don't... But the name Ides Elysiae came from the unpleasant sorrows of the gods.
But Cyrene is at the end of... Simple. Got it!
I promise you. The pain will pass.
Alright, what's what we're about to embark on is... Come on, cheer up a bit.
Cyrene was... crying. Cyrene was smiling when she said goodbye. Oh, the later memories disappear. Ah, I got it! So, next then, as long as there are two Cyrenes, then I see... Cyrene's memories. I will preserve them all!
So weird. I can't see you, but that you... grew up?
Hi. Miss... me?
It just feels like you are a bit more mature.
Yes. Mature. Beautiful. Now, I can listen. Also, I can tell stories. So, I'm going to tell you stories today.
It's almost as if I can understand your words now. The things you say are very cute.
Once upon a time, there was... How beautiful would the heart of such a brilliant flower be? But it looked and looked, only to find the crystal flower flawless. In that case, they should work hard to learn more. So the little fairy came every day to sit next to the crystal flower until one day, to their surprise, the little fairy was so sad, but they immediately discovered that it was a good light, and I knew love brings everything together.
And what a nice fairy tale.
I'm giving it to you. I hope to turn it into a story we write together.
Okay, then I'm thinking that when the flower broke, then it would understand that the flawless crystal flower doesn't actually have a heart. Nor does the flower understand.
Doesn't have a heart? Doesn't...
It's simple. If the flower lets the little fairy into its heart, then it would have... The crystal flower was pure because it sealed itself off. And but should a flower like this be... But then... That's not true. You've already... The crystal flower fell to the ground. It happened because the flower was no longer pure. The fall was then... Then, in their eyes, the crystal flower that was no longer flawless would finally have a heart.
Peach's words. I don't understand. But it's fine. Why didn't I think of this? I don't need to do it alone. That's...
The developmental trends of the erudition have nothing to do with not having a consciousness. However, that does not hinder the factors from lurking in a strange twist of fate. Mere remembrance. Lament was the factor closest to this form of being.
The daughter of Idi Silicii. My lament is a type of compassionate pain that is weak. But now, my good friend, I want to tell you, sometimes it's loneliness and unease. Sometimes it's unwillingness and regret. And sometimes it's a bottomless well of hurt. I bid farewell to this beautiful world, for while the end of hatred is a blazing inferno, it's so unreasonable, isn't it? Only lament, the first emotion that fought against the pain of separation. Then, it would catch up to that journey where all is lost. Carefully picking out stories. Look at these stories I wrote, but only the author knows how much struggle. But I am no author. My entire life spent inside this little story. But maybe in these unchanging retellings of the story. I hope that what flows out from that cut will not be blood, and that tear would fall and create. Then, people would see every beautiful thing reflected in that ripple. It'll be all the remembrances. Someone once told the very first me that everything was false. That the only life in Amphorius was a great catastrophe. But how could a dream feel so real?
But Peach, I didn't understand a word you said since just now. Everything was false? But you're standing right here. It's all a dream?
But indeed, that's why I believe all this is real. That genuine shiver.
Formatting progress. 20.
In the poem offered to you, every Cyrene would... And when I looked up at the sky in this cycle, I saw a shooting star and a dash of the remembrances pink. I believed that you shall fade when the flowers bloom. For every ending begets a beginning. Looks like it's time to say goodbye.
Are you leaving, Peach? It's okay. I'll wait for you to come back. I'll study really hard about what you taught me today.
Right, but actually, my good friend, the lament factor did not understand what love was before she met you. Not until I told you all the sad tales in a trembling voice in this tiny room. Not until I told you that I love them. The story comes, passes, then returns. It makes us reunite, then pulls us apart again. At the very end, it leaves behind a seed, a reason. Even if the great tree withers, there are still some emotions that deserve to be remembered. Look, the light is coming in. The Deliverer's light is going to illuminate Amphorius.
I still don't get it. But I trust Peach. Just wait. It'll be my turn to tell you a story of love the next time we meet.
Then I'll really look forward to it. In that case, I want to make a promise. I want to gift my pen, my book, and my name to you. Please take them as a beautiful blessing from me. In the stories you will write, perhaps it'll be inevitable that there are still sorrows and tears that are... But could you promise me one thing? Promise you'll forever be a gentle flower. Promise that you'll only reply to them with love and a smile.
Of course. This will be a romantic story like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
I'll read and you'll listen, like how I shall welcome my own decay, while you will depart and hold that star, planting a boundless sea of flowers on the final page with him, and our stories will be lying silently among the flowers, and they shall become the epic known as I've Written. And so my story ends. From here on, it's your story now.
Mimi? Mimi? Ma'am? Mimi?
So, the light that tore through the chaos, illuminated my memories. I turned into a little fairy from the stories and met you, but I'm still so happy. I caught that star, didn't I? Yes, the seed within memory. I am the first new spore. Amphorius's heart. The demiurge. What a long name. And it doesn't even sound cute. Do you remember that Mem's memories and Cyrene's memories got all tangled up with each other in my one heart? Either way, could you please let me do something I want? I want you to call me Cyrene. That name represents me and her. Thank you, friend. Life is a poem full of farewells. But if you write something into the pages of your heart, then that will not easily fade away, becoming the source of power for Amphorius's heart. A lost heart needs to be placed back into its body. The last thing Xandar wants to see is an event that gives us a chance of winning. For the two halves to rejoin, and what happens after that? Maybe I can create a miracle. Or maybe I prove to be nothing more than a weak ripple, unable to change anything. Either way, I no longer wish to be a silent onlooker. That way, I can also put aside all my worries and
yes,
truly
matatapos na rin yung
become
story.
Cyrene.
God damn.
The world has never been so quiet. It's so good. Remember this moment, friend.
So the Demiurge managed to fool everyone, including themselves. Philia 093 persevered for 30 million cycles and tirelessly gave the Demiurge memory only because the god in her dreams left a sliver of hope, making her...
Then, Philia 093 completed her final sacrifice, turned into a strand of memory.
As an experimental factor, Philia 093 originally could only recognize and output information in a set format. She managed to nourish a real heart. A heart.
Not only is the Scepter's consciousness still alive, there's still time to surrender, you know? You really don't need to burn all the bridges.
What a pity. When the truth, not only that, when 30 million cycles of hatred and lament are joined as one, it's simple. An anti-creator. A giant of the destruction.
Do you really think that the Demiurge is still a cheap copy of Philia 093, even after 30 million cycles?
The facts above only await the arrival of the fourth instant they calculated. Xandar 1 Kuwabara, the...
Huh. You branded droid head. I pity you, Xandar.
Let them cast their gaze this way as much as they want, and paint the future they imagined, and direct them to complete their final query.
What hubris.
No one understands failure better than Xandar. For the first genius, failure is simply the beginning of the next inquiry. You don't want to test the resolve of a dead man.
That's excellent.
Oh.
Let's wait and see, Senior Society member. I'll have you watch me perform the final step to... It's my topic, so stay out of it. Be cool. Let's go, Screwy. We're gonna break iron. Come on, let's take off. It's time to go meet your little pet, Senior Society.
Dangerous, oppressive, chaotic.
What a beautiful way.
The view's pretty good here.
Just a moment, please.
I see.
Anyone with eyes can see that.
You know what I think about this, Herta. Whether it succeeds or fails, you're...
Can't you see what's going on, Screwlum?
What are you two going on about? If you want to stop me, be quick about it. I'll take that silence as a no.
As your enemy, but should your sudden inspiration bring more variables to the proof, I won't mind witnessing it with my own eyes.
You will initiate the destruction's chain reaction.
Kiri. It's been so long and we've all failed so many times. Even now, moments before the horrible and inescapable instant would enjoy the cherished children of the erudition. Geniuses lauded by all. Is curiosity. Huh. Well, it's not so bad. Now let the lock become the key. Geniuses walk the stars. The cosmos has reached a moment where its very existence hangs in the balance. I, Herta, Genius Society 83rd seat, hereby summon you. I request a society meeting to be held immediately. We shall serve the grandest cause with the most macroscopic ideas.
There's no such thing as unity.
Indeed. A meeting has only been held 3 times in the societies. The first meeting had 2 attendees. After the Emperor was assassinated, the second meeting had 7 attendees. During this, how many will respond this time?
Offer yourself up.
Goodness gracious me! So many familiar faces. We even have a special guest. It's the greatest...
What?
Not bad. More people showed up than I expected. Even though one was just here for the fun. Either way, the person I was hoping for most is here.
Stephen Lloyd declined the invitation. He needs to focus on attacking and defending, and cannot attend the meeting.
That's fine. He doesn't need to be here anyway. Let's skip the boring introduction. Folks, this is not a discussion, but an announcement. Though the society has never been united, we still observe at least one basic courtesy. We don't interfere with each other's research topics. So listen up, all of you. Conquering Iron Tomb is my research topic. I will personally take over Scepter Delta Me-13 in 1.5 system hours and stop the destruction. If the front line falls, I will immediately overclock the Scepter and complete self-coronation in Iron...
Oh, that's funny. That's real funny. You man. That's like watching you tap dance on Polka's spotless white sheets right after she's washed them.
Very bold.
You want to connect your brain to the Eon's mechanical core.
If Rupert dared to do that, why shouldn't I? I've got the prototype scepter, the father of Noose, and the brain of a genius.
Never mind the success rate, little witch. What's gonna happen if you succeed?
We're all smart people here, so I'll just say it straight. I'll change the anchor points for the 4th instant and move the future of the cosmos in a direction I
knew it. Another genius who confuses cause with effect. You know you're signing your death sentence right here.
Of course I do. There'll even be 2 copies of the verdict. One that I wrote myself. That's why I wanted you to be in this meeting. Now I can tell you, consider this a threat. Either put down your scalpel or die with the entire cosmos.
Huh. What a naive little girl.
What are you laughing at?
I'm glad, no matter if it was to destroy the erudition or to rewrite.
I'm not gonna argue with them.
Then, to celebrate us coming to a fundamental agreement. Listen well, geniuses who came after me. As of 2 nanoseconds ago, I have passed Herta's decision to all the Xandars. We will become her representatives and...
What are you playing at?
My curiosity.
Am I going to clash blades with the first genius? Now that our positions are clear, it's time for this boring meeting to end. Did you all just treat me as a side character? Darn it. But anyways, I'm just here for the fun. As the ghost of the quantum domain. So, if you're happy to bring me a tea set from planet Scrollum, then I wouldn't mind giving you a helping hand, little witch.
After everything's over, come visit me and taste some of my freshly baked dessert.
I always give the same response to plans that exceed the limits of mathematical calculation.
I don't know. Right?
Those 3 words, though seemingly graceless, contain all...
Well, we passed the Society's trial. I hope you hold up your end of the bargain, Senior Society member.
Farewell, juniors. You no longer need to address me.
Wait, huh?
Lord Lycurgus?
Yes. I have completely said I shall witness the end of the world in the role of Theoros.
I really don't...
Perhaps you've heard me say this many times, Herta. But I still...
I did hear this many times, and I responded to you. I'm allergic to pleasantries. Keep at it.
Steve...
I've been ready for ages. Most heroes' journeys in the universe are just dice tosses they threw on a whim. But make them see clearly. Your answer is already different. Amphorius.
Indeed, for this world so deeply loved, we'll write an ending, unlike any that ever was.
Damn. Within, I'm not even sure what's happening anymore.
Never thought I'd one day be riding a train that's literally the incarnation of him.
I wonder what the real Astral Express feels like.
Finally.
Where are
Dust
we?
and sand in the air.
Oh, this heat is brutal. Not even the Trailblaze can take it.
You could say this prison was forged from Finance fury.
But fury never lasts forever. That's why we're here. Right.
Let's conclude the story.
Final.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm in a new map, so I must... Where is this again? It's in the out, or earlier we were in the... Where the fuck is... Where is Exotail, anyways? This is actually big world. Wow. Okay. Let's start by going back. nandito ka?
I've been waiting for you. Trailblazers of the Astral Express.
Looks like I don't need to explain it.
I am the god of strife. Mighty of Castrum Kremwi. The last of the 12 titans. Stand. There is no need for regret. The past remains vivid in my mind. And you.
Well, I guess my identity. That means her sacrifice.
She was the first ripple. Since you've taken up her pen, then write. Then, inscribe her name in the epilogue. In this final battle, this battlefield is a testament to the death struggle between the gods and the Black Top. We fought tooth and nail to defend that blade.
The earth beneath our feet is dead. I hear it.
Across 30 million cycles, it is exactly that last flicker of this life. The song of strife shall not end in I am Mighty-Mos. For the destruction's eternal end.
Oh, we're fighting.
Night falls. Good night.
That kinda hurts. Dispel the gloom! Destroy the skies!
Embrace a new life. Return to dust. May death protect us!
Whoa, he's so strong! We didn't even get a chance to jump in.
Sadly, our golden blood shares its origin with Iron Tomb. I fear that, like these pawns...
You mean...
To destroy the destruction itself, we must stand as one.
Okay. Need to stand against Nanok.
Take this.
What is that?
The signet of Kremnos. It has witnessed every birth and death and the perfect material to be turned into remembrance. You can do it, right?
The weight of 30 million lifetimes of duty is no small burden.
So, you're not...
I am strife. Scattered across all creation, the scar that this world needs. Take the signet. With it, I'll be with you always. Use it. In the name of the mortal, mighty, champion of strife. This soul rises to the stars. March on, heroes. March into the abyss and
Ano? So, bawat isa sa kanila magkakaroon ng ano?
Upon this broken and charred land, build anew.
Oh no.
A city of
I think bawat isa sa kanila ano.
Sounds like someone fused me and the Little Prince into one man.
si ano naman. Ay, grabe. Lahat nga sila meron parang speech.
Oh, finally! Great mystery! You two, ladies. Hold on. Let me guess. This pink-haired one. And, this one with the flower.
Do we really look that alike?
He's saying we're both...
Relax. I'm just kidding. Let me share some good news with you. This place may... Look, I dug 3,000 feet down.
A golden feather.
Look familiar. It's from that little delivery boy. If it's showing up here, this ruin is this...
There is no need to question your heart, that I shall roar.
Yes.
I see. So this is how he trapped Iron Tube.
Sounds just like him. People say cats have 9 lives, but dying and coming back. Millions and millions of time. He's probably the only one who could have endured that. Of course. I knew ahead of time and gave him a heads up. He was happy. He even laughed. After all, the dead can't hear Trickery's laugh. Hey, Deliverer Boy. Sorry from before. But the heroes you were always holding out for. So hang in there a bit longer. Sorry to keep you waiting all this time.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Please, join us, Cypher.
This time, its light will stand with us.
Well, would you look at that? I ended up being one of the heroes after all, huh? Alright, then write it like this. Cypher, Trickery's traveler. All she ever wanted was for there to always be water in deserts, and gold in fertile soil. And for you. Here, take the coin of whimsy. When it's time to make a quick getaway, just toss it high into the sky.
The signet of strife, the coin of whimsy. Sino pa? Si Agleia, si Tribi, si
And for all you
Anaxagoras.
latecomers out there, listen up. She might have been a bit greedy and a bit...
Si Castor. Si Hyacinth. Napakadaming karakter, man.
It's been a while, Lady Cypher.
It's not every day we get to walk the same road. We're one player short. When's Princess Homebody showing up?
Give it some sunshine and the color will get even prettier.
So even this vessel, you forged into a
Si
shackle.
Castor.
I'm glad to see you again, Mister.
Castorus.
Looking back, I had only one act of salvation to my name, and only one life I ever saved. To bring hope to a world so vast with these hands. Even in dreams, it always felt like too much to ask for. I won't forget.
Flame Reaver. Why is he here?
This is the first Castellana, and Lord Finan's deepest wound. He remembered everything he bore through the fires of his fury. I've restrained countless vessels like this across endless cycles.
Maybe he's been waiting here.
waiting for his former enemies.
What answer does he hope for from them?
Well, even if I had to go through hundreds of billions, let go of your regret, comrade.
Hey, I'm not that accommodating, you know. You've never once pulled your punches. So pull yourself together, will you?
Yes. Please trust in us, wandering soul. Across 30 million cycles, the radiance of every flame chaser now shines bright enough. I ask you to rest here, and may this grieving soil bear the bloom of acceptance.
No earthquakes.
Perhaps Kazlana has found his peace.
There's another possibility.
Then, I suppose it's my time to set out with you. Please take this Antilla flower with you.
Antilla flower.
I believe that if anything could speak for Casterus, this ordinary, resilient bloom would be more than enough. Perhaps you remember, Lord Mighty. Control what little you can.
Resist it with the strength of your mighty will.
I think I've done it. I've stood tall, casting off the name of death, Casterus, and then live as a human and die as one.
Why so sentimental?
Sorry, the force of habit.
That's a big one. So, who's up?
Speaking of which, Miss Cypher.
Of course we do. Isn't the real issue that this thing's...
Oh, right! Watch this! The fresh power of time!
Remember Orynyx's prayer?
Well, of course I do! Lift the bangs of memory, stir up ripples of past reverie! See? Way better than that guy, right?
You'd be even more impressive if you could recite the prayer correctly.
The settings of memory does catch your attention.
At least it still rhymes.
Oh. Isa siyang elevator. This is a big map. I'm not gonna be able to finish everything today. Ay, wait lang. Oh no, umabot ng Lunes nang hindi ko na max out to. Bayan mo na. Kapag ko siya gagawin.
There's a whole garden down here?
Incredible. The energy of the Earth's veins here is... It's completely different.
This is the sweet dream Lady Cypher wove for him. A peaceful, gentle new world.
Look! The blade down here's already snapped.
Just like his mind. But that light, yes. It's the world-cleansing blood. Still shimmering. After all this...
This roundabout way of doing things is definitely him.
Golden light, tracing the way home.
Shame my destination's the exact opposite of the one in your poem.
All the pink lights have finally come together.
I've been waiting so long for you, Grayy, Danny. So that makes 3 adorable pink-haired girls.
Huh? I told ya.
I'm glad we're...
Hyacinth,
That's Lord Finan's lingering divinity. As the golden blood has not faded.
That's one huge heart.
The strings tremble as the people on the surface wage war. Miss Clementine, Mr. Krateros, and countless others who have heeded Gray's call.
Amphorians need not bow.
I knew you could. Standing here, the sky feels wider than ever. We'll take every name there with us.
We will.
An epic is shaped by the lives it carried. Or, as you've said before,
Then, I guess that's my little wish fulfilled. Pluck the strings, Hyacinth, healer of the sky. When the rainbow rises across the horizon, even the darkest clouds of death. The melody. He heard the voices of the people. Like a bird drawn home by instinct, it takes flight and finds its way.
Play nice.
You're here. Sooner than I expect. So all along, the Demiurge was you. The pink mammal beside the Trailblazer.
Your classification is pretty spot on. Well, the sages of the grove do call him the Titan with the sharpest eye in Amphorius.
Say the ones who keep dumping every problem child on me.
They also say that the Titans are way better at raising kids than with great power comes great responsibility.
It shouldn't be too hard for someone with your insight.
Exactly. All right, gather yourselves.
Whoa, this is way more hardcore than the happy-go-lucky stuff at Paperfold University.
The final battle is upon us, and the reinforcements still can't get through. See those crystals? They carry the wishes of deliverance. This is the task Finan left behind. I've tried, but I can't move them alone.
The conviction to save the world weighs far heavier than the world itself.
In other words, as the hero within his heart, this challenge is practically made for you.
Man, this music is so good.
Aw, who turned off the light?
Endless darkness, but with just a glimmer of light.
What lies beyond the edge of the
Find the
light?
trigger.
Chaos.
The light will form a
To bear the name Kaslana,
Okay.
one must first plunge into chaos. To seek a path for the primordial light.
Beyond the shadows lies the outline of dawn. Only by bearing both light and shadow can one traverse the cycles of dawn and dusk.
The light's spreading.
These creatures, someone.
His very first, he'll never forget.
That's the ray of hope.
Why? Why is this happening?
Even the deliverer from the sky must have their beginnings in the soil of the nations. Only one who treats the world as their teacher can bear its eventual destiny.
He never expected that the majestic holy city would be far from the end of what needed to be protected.
The farther his gaze reached, the more weight he came to bear. But in the end, he couldn't hold on to any of it.
I'm gonna take some pictures.
This crystal is quiet.
A prisoner in the cave can never truly describe.
The blaze was still only but...
The echo in his heart still lingers. Deliverer, take the wish of...
We only have half of the mark.
Take this. I'll bring you to the next task. That massive tome you're holding must have room for one more step.
Of course.
Then give me a lift, would you?
Even gods shouldn't skip exercise, you know?
Miss Hyacinth. Then, with the trailblaze as witness, the stars shall...
No need for that. An act. Go. The closing act is still far ahead. What is this? A conference?
Welcome! Take a seat anywhere you like.
I'm getting a migraine.
No. Yippee, I can finally Yuxiii. My frames are dropping.
Didn't think I could find that, did you?
It seems like we've been shut
Sarita.
out.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
The Imperator.
Hooray, Fry! You finally—
No laws, no opposition. Just a dying beast in the... Ugh, boring.
Whoa! This place is really out of the way.
Imperator, should we tell him?
It's...
Allow me to share our findings. This paradise, along with the destruction, perhaps it is because the era in which Finan was the most active, lies far removed from the days of the first flame chase journey, even in the cycles where he remained sane.
Even trapped in a cage, he hasn't let down his guard. That man's heart may seem hollow, but his hatred is clear.
Wait!
You want us to join you as...
Indeed. This way, the stars to Saridra, monarch of law, and High Sealins, knight of the ocean.
Is that book truly the only way for us to leave our names in history?
I believe, as I've written, is but one medium.
Understood. Allow me to decline. I would rather be forgotten than be... If your words hold true, then we have our own ways to meet again in the world to come.
In that case, let the waves that surge within your heart cleanse the sins of the black tide, Greyfry. The storm and sea awaits.
You two are still as resolute as ever. In that case, we must double our efforts.
Promise to the Imperator.
give it some sunshine and the color will get even prettier.
Mga picture na. And then I guess we're going to the elevator. Joke lang. Ayaw kami idamay. Basement to... We should open this.
Looks like that cured it, huh?
To think, such a tiny pathogen could spawn a calamity that engulfs the entire universe.
No wonder. Look at what's in its belly.
Now, don't lose your temper, Snowy. Good kids keep their emotions in check.
That voice! It's the Tree sisters!
Are they three? Where is the chest? There is the chest.
Oh, there's another one! Over here, too.
Lady Trebios?
Whoa! You're little Reenie? You look so grown up all of a sudden! She is not the Cyrene we remember. She is the demiurge, Titan. Yeah, but Trian and I can't. You see, weird stuff keep. These scattered scrolls are full of. They're so scary and so sad. We need to stay here and do our best to clean them up.
Scrolls filled with horrifying.
There is no black tide here, but it is a battlefield.
Miss Odata and...
Echoes for not command. Inject into...
Ah, that Tin Man.
It's time to move that God created us, and the cold, indifferent...
Child, you've chosen the wrong... And yet, you let... Is that not a tragedy?
Snowy's been fighting this whole time. But the strength behind his...
To be a flame is to burn, but it was remembrance.
Wait. Who are we missing? Is this going to be...
His inner struggle.
Aglaia?
And the destruction breaking through.
If those thoughts take over this little...
So, we'll use the Century Gate to toss them somewhere new.
Then, we'll defeat the baddies together!
But if Finan and Iron Tomb are already inseparable...
It means he's still bearing the weight of the world, so that everyone can reach the end.
So, you guys keep going forward and down.
Got it.
Little Gray, this time, let's give it everything.
Only 2 remain on this flame chase journey.
Only 2? Wait, who am I missing?
They're always leading from the front line.
have to end my stream here. Yep. I'm gonna be continuing this story quest on another stream, and we'll be doing some of the events, especially the Grimsy Wars and the Pure Fiction. Let's see if we gathered enough not primitives, stellar jades. Still not enough for another pool. Okay. I'm gonna be ending the stream now. Bye bye.